Hello, it's Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess in Bridget's Grove with this week's Ritual of Returning as we step into November with a theme of sovereignty and honoring the goddess the more again. So this month I'm planning to draw upon this Urban Crow Oracle for our month or our weekly readings. And then I'm also using the Sacred Journey Oracle here by Linda Fabry and our herb card of the month from the Illustrated Herbiary by Maya Toll. So we're actually going to go ahead and start with the Urban Crow Oracle card. As soon as I saw this one, upheaval, I had a little bit of a moment of thinking, oh no, is this really how we want to start the next month? But then I thought, sometimes this is what we need. Sometimes things need to change. So I keep talking about the crossroads as we've come out of October and that revisiting that theme over and over and over again about the crossroads and being at this decision point. And then I thought, well, sometimes upheaval is necessary. Some upheaval doesn't necessarily have to mean something bad. It can be this crucible of change. It can be the impetus for stepping forward. It can be the impetus for making a decision. So we don't necessarily want to experience upheaval, but when we look at our lives, we can see how upheaval sometimes prompts good things, prompts changes, necessitates change that perhaps we have been unwilling to make on our own. So sometimes in the Woman Runes card, the Shakti rune in the Serpent rune in Woman Runes can sometimes cause people to have a little bit of fear response to it because of it represents this upheaval and change and shattering and cataclysm, and it sounds scary. But sometimes these things are necessary for growth. So let's go ahead and check in with her book and see how the author perceives this card. But that's my take on it. And so she says, upheaval is a reminder that things can change on a whim through no fault of your own. Are you prepared for change? Are you able to regain your composure and fly off to a better, more stable position? From being laid off to being forced to move to a new home, and I'm adding to natural disasters, etc. Change can appear sudden and sometimes cruel, but not always. Sometimes there are clues that change is coming, yet we ignore the signs. Sometimes change brings a fortunate situation or moves us into a position to receive a greater opportunity. When upheaval appears, ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave just below the surface, that something is about to shift in your life. When you connect with your intuition, you will get a feeling that something is about to happen. You will pick up on the changing energy that will soon impact your life. When you can anticipate a coming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for the shakeup. So, what kinds of plans do you have for the shakeup? What kind of plans do you have for upheaval? Do you feel changing energy that will impact your life? And I don't think we have to think of that as potent, like negative or scary, that something is coming to change our lives. And so then I also want to jump right over to this card from Linda because I feel like there is a companion message here. And so I'd like to look at that. Oh, actually, it's this one that I have the companion message. Well, we're going to look at Linda's card anyway. Who are you? A definitive answer eludes any attempt to catch or contain it. So put down the net and open the heart. So perhaps stop trying to control the change and lean into it. Put down the net and open the heart. Allow your truth to flow. You are not merely the vessel, nor the seed, nor the flower. You are like water in a cycle of infinite evolution and a vital part of the all. So perhaps a good affirmation for this week might be, I am a vital part of the all. And so, or I put down the net and open the heart. That is a good possibility too. So anyway, now I'm going to come on over to the herb card. And this is the one I was thinking of that has this nice connection to upheaval, which is release rigidity, which actually that connects to the put down the net and open the heart. But how might releasing rigidity prepare you for change? How might opening up the heart and letting go prepare you for upheaval? How might setting down some things and leaning in, how might that help? How might that help you? So the herb card from the Illustrated Herbiary is is valerian with the message of release rigidity. And so valerian is a soothing herb, a calming herb, a sleep aid. It's a nerve tonic, if you will. And so this is, I feel like, a good card to pair with upheaval and also to step into November with an attitude of flexibility and acceptance of change. So she says that this is Maya Toll's book. Valerian has been watching felines and has come to the gleeful conclusion that cats are rather shameless and more content because of it. She asks you to aspire to a life free of self-flagellation and daily denigration. Valerian begs you to relax your armored body, your stiff thoughts, your rigid emotions, and then join her for a shameless afternoon nap. So where might you release rigidity and step out of self-flagellation and daily denigration and relax? How might you relax? And how might relaxation allow you to lean into and even embrace the upheaval? So Valerian only wants one thing from you, an afternoon nap. Find a sunny spot. This is a practice for you. Find a sunny spot and curl up for 10 to 15 minutes, which is the ideal length of time for napping because it allows your body to deeply relax without dropping into dreaming sleep. And so napping is not actually unnatural. It is a thing that we are actually kind of primed to do, but we don't necessarily allow ourselves to do it. And so at the same time, sometimes naps don't work for people, and that's okay too. No shame, no blame. And that's the other theme of this card, is exploring shame. Shame is the feeling you get when you behave in a way that's antithetical to your ideals. We've all experienced big shames, necessary learning moments that allow us to fine-tune our moral compass. But when we allow our thinking to become overly rigid or self-righteous, we create a million corrosive small shames. So are you experiencing any small shames in your life? And sometimes they might be externally imposed. They might not actually be coming from you. Like true shame is, you know that you've done something that is counter to what you know is right or what you hold dear and what you hold as your value. And small shames you can be shamed by others, and small shames might be the result of conditioning and cultural messaging and programming and not actually come from you. So here are some questions. Do you have shames that are attached to unnecessarily rigid thinking? Is there a way to be kinder while still being true to yourself? Is there a way to be kinder while still being true to yourself? And so is shame attached to rigid thinking? Is there a way to be kinder? Are there ideals? But at the same time, you can also ask yourself, are there ideals that you're not living up to? Are there ideals that you wish to be embodying that you're not? And so it might be time to reach a little higher. Maybe you're going to fly like those crows and reach a little higher for those ideals that perhaps you've let waver. And then there's a quote in the book from Seth Godin: shame is the dream killer because shame amplifies our fear of fear, keeps us from contributing, and short circuits our willingness to explore. So an affirmation might be, I am willing to explore. I contribute what I can. I contribute what I can. And perhaps even, I shed shame. Oh my gosh, that's a tongue twister. I shed shame and prepare for change. How about that one? Okay, so we're going to close today with the Morrigan card. If you're part of the Goddess Magic community on Patreon, you get this little card packet as part of your Goddess Guidance Club there for November. And so we're just going to, this one, the card I pick from my other prayer decks that I make for people and at the Goddess Magic community. And then this is the packet itself that you get to make this little kit, which then kind of accompanies you. You can transfer it from page to page in your journal, in your prayer book. It can prop on your computer desk. It can accompany you through your days. So I refer to these cards very often as the month unfolds, as my practice through the month unfolds. I find it a helpful touch point, a helpful check-in, and really a mini ritual in one little packet. If you feel like you don't have time for anything else, you can check in with your little card packet, and there's a mini ritual right there. So the affirmation is, I am at home in myself. I am at home in myself. I shed shame. I put down the net and open my heart, and I am open to change. So I am at home in myself. I am sacred, sovereign, and free. I am sacred, sovereign, and free. Or I am sacred, sovereign, and strong. And then a little prayer / practice / reminder, which really fits very well with our other messages for this week. I will not surrender softness. I will not give up on joy. I will not sacrifice delight or shut the door of discovery. I am a full-color human on an impossible earth, and I will live this magic with gratitude and wonder. And a reminder, listen, I am the great queen. Fate whispers through my feathers and winds through the songs of history. I am she who transforms. I protect life with ferocity, and I walk freely with death, with change, with upheaval, with rebirth. So thank you so much for being here. May you be at home in yourself. May you release rigidity. May you tap into the upheaval and the change that might be coming. And may you put down the net and open your heart. Thank you so much for being here. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.